Welcome. I don't know why y'all have such an issue with this adorable little child. What's wrong? Yeah, well, if they don't use the trigger word viewer, then sometimes they get through. Y'all would be surprised how many get hit with that auto mod that asks to be shown before they actually show in the whole chat. There's at least 2 or 3 a stream, I think. Okay, hang on. Let me organize some things here. It did not say the V word. Hang on. Still getting some things set up because I had to set up a whole ass new console on the desk. I got 3 of them sitting up here now. Eesh. But that is my own fault. How we all doing? I think actually now is a good a time as any to get that where is it? That tool pinned real quick. For anybody who hasn't seen in the Nuzlocke chat, add trainer dialogue to there's going to be about 15 days before I'm gonna put the kibosh on the access to the Nuzlocke trainer dialogue submission tool. For anybody who would like to add some dialogue for our trainers in our upcoming Nuzlocke challenge, which we have determined is going to start next month, as soon as possible for April. We're it's a neck and neck right now. All right, part human, once you land, it's over. Diesel doesn't count unless he lands before you. Oof. And now Diesel wears the crown. But if anyone would like to submit some trainer dialogue for our Nuzlocke challenge, we are currently a little over halfway filled with slots for trainers. So for anyone who's not familiar with Pokemon, whenever a trainer sees you in the world, they'll come up to you and say a line of dialogue, and then they'll say a different line of dialogue after you defeat them in battle. So what you'll be able to do is submit whatever dialogue you would want a trainer to say before a battle starts, and then whatever dialogue you would want them to say after a battle is completed. And then you just hit submit, and we'll see if that pops up in the game. I just got here. What's this? I'm so glad you came up to ask that, Roka. Allow me to explain. This is not this. Because apparently we're never going to play this. Ever. The people have spoken. And now I have to move my green screen. Is that good? It's good. Hang on. Oh. Yeah. Not that I'm too upset. I am surprised. I threw this one on a whim. Usually, I'm a little bit hesitant to play like long ass RPGs on stream, but I looked it up, and this thing's only like 12 to 15 hours. So that's a perfectly sized game. Yeah. I thought for the longest time that it was like a 30-hour thing, but no. So I'm just like, okay, fine. I can throw that on there, even though I'm pretty sure I know what like the top contenders get. Nope, it's gone. It's out of there. We will play it eventually though, because I do have the entire trilogy just burning a hole in my backlog, and I want to play them. But yes, so we have about 94 unique trainers in our game now, and to my rough count, not counting trainers that don't say any dialogue when you battle them. Usually they're like gauntlet trainers or like special condition sort of trainers. There's a lot of ones like that, and not counting any double battle trainers, of which there's maybe like a small handful. That's how many trainers that we got to sort of have the creativity to fuck around with. Oof. Oh, excuse me. Damn it. I pulled this up in my chat tab. Can you play Ape Escape next? Maybe. I'll be honest. I was planning on just throwing this thing in the PS1 and just not putting anything up to a vote, but the more I was looking through my collection, the more I was like, there's a lot of games that I feel like could be fun to play on stream, and they all happen to be physical discs printed for a Sony console. Imagine that. Imagine having physical discs for your Sony console. Who could imagine anything like that? Just played retro shit on Thursday. That used to be what it was. It used to be... Well, we used to stream on Tuesdays as well. And that was one of those days I think was dedicated to like grab bag streams. So I have a bunch of really obscure... One of my favorites. Hang on, let me bring this up. Another one that was on the docket of, I almost put it in the running, but it might be more fun to play it with the boys. I just saw this at my retro shop. It's this little game called The Bouncer. I don't know who Marcus Vinicius is, but he felt the need to sign his copy before selling it. If you're thinking, wow, that looks a hell of a lot like a Sora from Kingdom Hearts, you're a very astute observer. Apparently, it was all of the characters in the game were made by the same designer as the character designer for all the characters in Kingdom Hearts. And boy, does it show. Ah, The Bouncer. I actually don't know when it released, if it was pre-Kingdom Hearts. Release dates. Because I know Kingdom Hearts was like 2001. Hang on. Am I tripping? Oh, okay. No, Kingdom Hearts was 2002. Yeah, okay. So this was the Sora prototype then. I'll be damned. Look at him. It was a release title? Interesting. Yo, what is going on with my cowlicks here? Holy shit. Ah. Jesus. I cannot get these things to stop bunching up. Damn. A release title. But yeah, it's apparently a nice, quick, brisk, easy breezy 2 to 4 hour game. I saw that, I'm just like, that's worth an easy pickup right there. And then on a more impulsive note, I did end up picking up a loose copy of this because it piqued my interest as well, and it will probably be played on stream at some point. but I'm excited about this one. This one seems really neat too. And it was not as cheap as the bouncer. But I've had my eye on this, and it was just peeking out there at a solid price because I don't care if a game is sealed or in case. I just care if I can play it. So I got a nice little discount on that. This is Persona 4 Alone. Oh! I know my P4 music. Yeah. Brother, jokes aside, the bouncer's got some heat behind it. People just ride the meme to hate. I had never heard of it before. I just saw it. I loved the name. I saw the character designer of it. And that's like an easy pickup for me of just like an obscure PS2 game with some weirdly recognizable and confusing names behind it. And I'm just like, sold. I don't need to see what the gameplay looks like. Let me try it out. Easy. As long as it's not like $80 to pick up. This was like 15. I'll take a chance on that. I'm fine with that. Looked at the gameplay. What am I looking at? Beat 'em up Final Fantasy VII Punk. Nice. Nice. Steambot is pricey now. I did not pay what I made sure to like look up some prices before I picked it up at my game shop. The shop that I go to, actually, I like their philosophy. Their philosophy tends to be, rather than get the most money out of each individual sale by pricing as optimally as possible, they like to price things a little bit lower because their name of the game is throughput. They want to churn through as many of the games in their shop as possible, rather than like keeping something on their shelf until like the right buyer comes along to pay the optimal price for it. So I end up getting some good deals on top of, I have a membership there that gives me an extra 15% off. So what is, let's check out the shop here, because these prices are absurd. Oh, no. I didn't even pay anywhere close to $200 for this at all. Granted, it was not less than $100. But what was it? It was maybe like, I think with the discounts and everything, it came out to maybe like 110. And I'm usually willing to splurge on games like that I've already had my eye on for a while. So yeah, no, I don't need to pay an extra $120 just to have the box. I don't need that shit. But let's see. Let's just go on eBay here. Come on. I just went and look. I tend to keep my receipts in cases. Paid $33 for my seal. Ooh, nice. Hang on. You're getting me nostalgic. Let me see if I have some receipts. I got some things here. So let's see. This one was actually interesting. For the majority of my life that I've owned Silent Hill 2, I have never had the box. Does this have the manual? I'll be damned. It has the manual too. There was a nice little game shop near my hometown that I like to visit every year that I go out there. I swear I got the disc of Silent Hill 2 at a GameStop in high school. I want to say I paid $50 for it. But the game shop that I went to recently, they just had this box kind of sitting loose up in their storage area. I'm just like, is there anything in that box? And if not, would you be willing to sell it to me? And the dude was super chill. He just fucking gave it to me, manual and all. He's like, here, Merry Christmas, because I was visiting over the holidays. So I now officially have a complete in-box copy of Silent Hill 2, which is fucking neat. Probably $50 for that. Let's see. What is that going for now, man? Okay, hang on. Silent Hill 2. Okay, they have a picture. Oh, it's just the box. I thought that was the manual. I thought that was just the manual. God damn. What's a loose disc going for? 200. Is anyone selling loose discs anymore? Is that $200 for a loose disc of Silent Hill 3? This thing? Do I have the... Oh! And we got the soundtrack too. This was another like god tier find, and you'll see I did keep the receipt. Oh my god. All right, guesses in the chat for anyone interested. I bought this at a locally run, essentially pawn shop in my hometown called Pattywax. July 25th, 2016, almost 10 years ago to the day. Complete in-box, Silent Hill 3, plus the bonus soundtrack. How much do you think I paid for it? God damn. What is it going for now? You were so fucking close, Diesel. Oh, you can't. It was $27 plus tax. Oh, holy shit. These places, you can't find them anymore because everywhere that tends to sell like retro games now is a lot more like, what would be the word for it? Dude was literally just like running his own like 7 days a week garage sale, essentially. He had so much shit and he didn't really bother pricing much of it after he initially got it in. And I don't think he used the internet to price his shit. So I was getting some steals out of there back in the day. This was like high school, early college. Here we go though. Oh, I'm so glad I kept this receipt. Oh my fucking god. The only downside to this is that it does not have a manual. Well, there it is. Cha-ching. Yeah, $300 on eBay. But my holy grail here. An obscure little horror game from FromSoft. Ah! Ah! It's not that great a game. The only thing it has going for it is that it's rare. It barely had a print run in America. And it's a horror game on the PS2 by FromSoft, which is like the only thing that's noteworthy about this game is just how interesting the development story is behind it in terms of just like, wow, what a piece of history that didn't really make it to America. I do not handle this box or disc with as much care as these prices seem to think it deserves. I cannot believe this. I bought 3 games this day. I always seem to go in July. July 30th, 2012. 4 years before I went back and picked up Silent Hill 3. I don't know why I wasn't going there every single fucking day, man. I picked up Donkey Kong Country 2 for the Super Nintendo, Kuon for the PS2, and Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance for the PS2. the most expensive thing on this list was Donkey Kong 2. I swear to God, I've said this at least a dozen times on stream. Does anybody know how much I paid for Kuon on the PS2 in 2012? With the box, no manual, and the disc. $30 for Kuon? I'll give y'all a hint just to help you narrow it down. The total bill for these 3 games that I purchased that day, plus tax, is $25.97. And the most expensive thing I bought on this list was Donkey Kong Country 2 for $12.50. This game that now goes for approximately $700 loose and almost $800 to $1,000. There's 14 bids on this right now. What is happening? For complete in box, your boy paid $4. $4 for this thing. Huh? What the fuck? Again, it was the same sort of philosophy. It was like, oh, look, a horror game on the PS2 that I've never heard of. And it's a small little investment of $4. I should just pick it up. Maybe it's fun. Not realizing that I was picking up what is arguably one of the most expensive games to get on the console. I was flabbergasted when I was just watching like a random YouTube video of just like the rarest games on the PS2. I'm like, oh, interesting. And number 1 was like Kuon or something. I'm like, what? I think I have that. And he's like, yeah, it goes for like $500 online. And I'm just, I think I have that. And I did. And I bought it for $4. That's fucking crazy. Stuff like this makes me want to sell my collection. I might be able to pay off my house. Yeah, see, I'm weird. And I feel the same way generally about like, maybe to a lesser extent with like my Magic the Gathering collection of just like, I think it's neat that I own something that's so prized by collectors and can go for so much money. But I'll probably never be able to get it again if I sell it. Like I'm too, ever since I was a kid, I was extremely sentimental about arguably the biggest pieces of junk. Like I'm talking like, no, Mom, don't sell my Bop It. I loved that as a kid, sort of thing. So I never really sold any of my video games. That was always off the table for me. My brother had fewer scruples about selling games, and unfortunately, some of the games that he sold were joint owned by us, but that was not my fault. So I had to buy another copy of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 for the Game Boy Advance when I had the disposable income. And I swear there was something else that I'm on the lookout for that he sold, I want to say on the Wii or the PS2. I'm gonna have to go through my collection again and see. But then you also have, see, this is what I would do as a kid. Like, here's all the Fatal Frames here. The only box that's real is this one, which I think it was another case of me getting the loose disc first, and then I think my girlfriend at the time went out and got like the case for me with the manual. Oh shit. I wonder what these are going for these days. But these are just printed. I printed these. I printed them and put them in the case. That was it. And he didn't marry her. She cheated on me and then broke up with me. So it's fine. And it was high school. But yeah, so what are these going for? These, I know Fatal Frame 2 is going for a lot. Fatal Frame 2. Well, you know what? Let's just look at all the Fatal Frames, honestly. Oh, holy shit. God damn. I tell you, if I can remember, so I originally went to a GameStop to pick up Fatal Frame 1 because I was a pussy and this was my first time getting into the horror genre. And I'm just like, I'm going to pick up the first one because it's the only one that's not rated M. So probably it's a little less scary. So I went to the GameStop because it was the only place that had a copy of Fatal Frame 1. I grab it, I think I grabbed, like, it was one of those just like GameStop ass cases that, like, we don't have the case, so here's our little GameStop characters that said Fatal Frame 1. I bring it up to the desk. He puts the game in from behind the desk as he's starting to ring it up for, I believe it was $20 for Fatal Frame 1. I open up the case and I'm just like, I tried to, it was like, you gave me the wrong one. This is Fatal, I wanted the first one. This is Fatal Frame 2. It's like, oh yeah, I'm sorry. Let me go look in the back again. And it turns out that they did not have a copy of Fatal Frame 1. They exclusively had Fatal Frame 2. So I'm just bug-eyed. I'm just like, I'm like 16. I'm just like, I guess I'll just get that one. It's like, you know what? I'm sorry. Like, technically, Fatal Frame 2 is more expensive. I think Fatal Frame 2 at the time was like $40, but he's like, but because we didn't have the first one, I'll just give it to you at that listing price of $20. That was very worrying at the time for pussy old Jared, but it ended up becoming the seminal game that defined my entire taste in horror. This is literally the first horror game I ever intentionally set out to play. It was a seminal game for me and the boys back home. And the rest was history from there. But if I were to get a copy of Fatal Frame 2 for the PS2, $150. Yeah, these days though, it's hard. It's really hard. Nigh impossible unless you go like garage sale hunting to find deals like that anymore, because I mean, to put it honestly, like, the retro game market has just become mainstream now. A lot of people are very aware of the value of retro games, and more often than not, they will, if they want to sell off their collection, there are shops to do that now. Or even if you take them to Goodwill, a lot of Goodwill places, or I'm not sure exactly, Goodwill might be different, but a lot of just like your general like thrift stores and stuff will separate out the games from the rest of the product and price those individually. They'll look them up, they'll find the average pricing, and then they'll stick a label on it. But man, back in the day when people were just pricing shit based on vibes, I was too young and naive to really appreciate it. But thankfully, I lucked out on some diabolical deals, I'll tell you what. I am curious about this one, though. This one I did have to bite the bullet on because I had the previous two, and I didn't realize that the third one was so goddamn expensive. I think I remember getting a decent deal on this, but I still paid 3 figures, I think. I think it was... Let me think. I want to say... I even discounted myself a little bit because I had picked up the first two, and then there was a deal on eBay where somebody was selling the set of 3 for a specific price. And I bought that trilogy again with the intent of reselling the first 2. So I just applied that as like a discount. Let me think here. Or Xenosaga, sorry. Episode 3. How much is it going for now? Okay, it has not gone up much since I've bought it. Oh man. This was definitely a treat yourself moment for me, I think. I want to say I bought this the trilogy as a set for like $300, which is insane. But that was definitely my collector brain sort of being like, I need the third one here. So all things considered, and he paid for shipping as well, I think I managed to snipe this one and I'm pretty sure it's like, yeah, it's all there. Both discs and a manual and everything. So I might have at best gotten this for maybe like $50 to $70 off the usual listing price for it, which isn't bad, but this game is still absurdly expensive. And the kicker is I still haven't played it. Oh, I'm so dumb. But this was around the time when I was starting to collect retro games more intentionally. And unfortunately, it was around the time that everyone was doing that. So it's a lot harder these days to find a good deal on anything. So the best I can hope for generally is to just find a shop like the one I have near where I live now that whose business model is pricing things slightly cheaper than their usual listing prices with the intent of selling as much product as possible rather than selling for the most optimal price or the most optimal customer, which I like. And they're all really they're great dudes. They love what they do. They have a passion for it, and I respect it. I just wish I could find shit like Kuon for $4 or Silent Hill 3 complete in box for $30. But those days are sadly gone. My mom, who hates any internet shopping, even looks up stuff before she sells them in her garage sales, leads her to think she's getting hundreds for some broken Tonka trucks. But yeah. Well, that's the thing, right? Is that like, I think it's just more common knowledge now that like old or retro has the potential to be worth a lot of money. I mean, shit, my mom got into the Beanie Baby craze back in the day. Like she had a friend that both of them were always like on the hunt for specific shops. It was like, oh, this one's got the limited edition sheep Beanie Baby or whatever they were looking for, and it's only available here. We gotta go. But yeah, I think the idea of collector's items and retro rarities is now just like pretty ubiquitous across everyone at this point, regardless of how online you are. So it really takes somebody who's pretty offline. It's the perfect little tiny sliver of overlap in the Venn diagram of somebody who's not very online who also happens to have a really valuable collector's item that they're not aware of. That's a super, and also is selling it at a garage sale or something, you know? And not only is that a really tiny sliver of a person, but it's even harder to find someone like that who also that product is a video game. Like it's got to be like whoever's selling it probably hasn't played it or played a video game in their life, and they're just like, it's the tragedy of like a parent selling like their kid's collection of Pokemon cards or something. It's like, it's just taking up space. Let's just get it out of here. $2. And then the child comes home years later and just, what have you done? Sort of thing, you know? So there's maybe a little bit of a moral component to sort of deal hunting at garage sales, but it is probably the only place that you're going to be able to find some sweet deals on some retro collector shit. Dot Hack Volume 4. I never got into the Dot Hack series. Gorley!
I heard you like glasses. I wear glasses.
I know, Gorley. That was actually, is it on Instagram? Let me see. There was only one comment on my latest short on Instagram, and I think I'm starting to develop a brand, because this was the one where it's like, oh, here's an example of a chat reward redemption that fucks with me on stream. The only comment: there should be a redeem that puts a girl wearing glasses on the screen. That would distract him. And I want to disagree. Anyways. Were you talking Dot Hack Volume 4 as in like a graphic novel? Or I don't know how they name their games, Diesel. I know they're always like 15 semicolons long. You know they're right. They got my. They absolutely do. It's hilarious to see the statistics on these things, because oh my god, Instagram, your UX is awful. There we go. So the glasses one obviously pops off. 123k views, 351 comments. I think I did these out of order because that was supposed to be the big reveal. 351 comments is an obscene amount of engagement for something like this. Compare it to my third. Let's. Oh, I can't organize them based on popularity here, but the Sherlock one, which has 3 times as many views and climbing, a third of the comments. I really brought some people out of the woodwork with this glasses one that I was not expecting. But boy, have I been getting a lot of support in those comments sections. And now we have evidence of the first carryover into a completely different short, where this person recognizes me and knows this is the glasses lover. That's another level of engagement right there that I could not have predicted. But I'm proud. I'm loud and I'm proud. I'm loud and proud. Oh, this is Instagram. Instagram, weirdly enough, so before this second season started, the tiers of where I would get the most consistent views was TikTok, way more down, Instagram, barring like a hit every now and then way below that, barely, it's a miracle if it ever passes 1K views, YouTube Shorts. Guess I'm just a lucky man. And then you have at the bottom of the bedrock of, is anyone even seeing this? Was Twitter. So we're not posting to Twitter anymore. But now things have kind of shifted to where Instagram has been the one getting the most consistent high view counts. And TikTok and YouTube are actually pretty neck and neck. I think YouTube Shorts these days have been performing a little bit better than TikTok currently. I'm only ever getting like, I'm not getting many views that are outside of the typical, all right, we'll put this in the algorithm and show them to a bunch of people, and if it catches on, it catches on, which is usually around like 200 to 400 views. And most of the ones that I'm posting here, it would get put into the algorithm and then kind of just die. Occasionally, Like some people it would get picked up by some people and it would get, around 700 views, which is definitely, compared to everything else that has been posted on TikTok, even my worst performing ones have generally hit like at least 1.5 to 2K outside of like my very early ones. So who knows? Maybe there's another like sort of ramp up period for getting back into the TikTok algorithm, but it has not been performing nearly as comparably well as Instagram. Even my shittiest shorts have been crawling up to at least like 1 to 2K views. How has YouTube been doing on that regard? Because I think YouTube has been the views comparatively on YouTube are obviously lower than Instagram, but they are more consistent compared to TikTok. Can I please, YouTube? Thank you. Let's see. How have we been doing here? It's usually around like 700 to 900 views for short on YouTube. Yep. Outside of, boy, it did not like the Shibari short. It nuked that thing immediately. I don't even think so. Usually when I post a short and I'm browsing on my own like personal account, it'll pop up in my recommendeds to watch. I never even saw a whiff of this Shibari short on stream. I'm guessing Shibari is maybe a trigger word for YouTube to be like, no, we cannot put that in the algorithm. But nothing is saying that it's like age restricted or blocked or anything. It just, YouTube was not having it. But yeah, so you can kind of see that like I'm generally always getting like 700 to 900 views on these, whereas like TikTok, I'm lucky to get 700 views, but they're usually in the, all right, we'll just put this in the algorithm and oops, nobody interacted with it, so it's off now. That's what TikTok's been going on like. And then Instagram's just like, I can't predict what's gonna pop off on Instagram and what isn't. But when it pops off, it pops off. So that has been interesting. Rook with the oh wait, no, that's 3 hours ago. Sorry. I just saw the little notification bell on YouTube. It's like, did somebody just comment on these shorts while I was on stream? That is not a bad idea, Mastiff. I humbly request an audio redeem that is a combo of Lucky Man and the Mummy. Just a lucky... I'll see if I can throw that together before tomorrow's stream, just so that we can jump scare the boys with it. That sounds great. Instagram has the most because you're a handsome man. Debatable, but thank you. Oh, hang on. Let me cue this up so I don't forget this. Yeah, who would expect someone to come back to your content and reference stuff that happened previously? You joke, but that is extreme. One, it's extremely rare for like anyone to comment on just any random video. And I feel like it's even more rare for somebody to return to that content in a completely different context and reference that stuff. That's like, that's pretty common for like your actual content creators who can make a living off of this stuff. I would not think anyone would give two shits about just some rando and engage. That does not compute with me. I appreciate it, but it's I still think it's exceptional for something like that to happen. I've seen many TikTok creators upset because if you stop your regular schedule of posting for any period, then your stuff just gets buried. Yeah, I did hear that, like, because that did happen on TikTok as well, to where like I would be getting just like paltry views for a bit, and then slowly it started to ramp up into like much more consistent views. So I'm guessing that I'm just in like the cooldown period again. But TikTok, there is a part of the algorithm for TikTok that does heavily encourage daily uploads, which we're not doing for this season of Short Summer. It's every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And the reason I picked those days, I don't think I showed this off either. There's this little app that I've been using that unfortunately I will probably not be using for very much longer because the free version has changed since I last discovered it. And I am not going to pay $20 a month for a website that doesn't even want to load right now as I'm trying to show it. Really? You're gonna bone me like this? Holy shit. God damn. Well, this just absolutely seals the deal, doesn't it? Wow, cool app. Thanks, right? Imagine paying $20 a month for this. Good lord. Good lordy lord. But anyways, while it's loading, it's basically just like a consolidation tool that lets you just post simultaneously to a bunch of different social media platforms. So you can schedule these things. Here you are. Thank you. Are you still loading? That's fine. No, I don't think I will upgrade my plan. Thanks. But what you can do is you say like, all right, Sunday at 10. Was there an error? Was there an error here? Really? You don't say. So I basically have these scheduled. So like Sunday, 10 a.m., Tuesday, 10 a.m., post these things. And then you can sort of like say for each description what you want them to be, and you can sort of aggregate them, which is neat. And then the interesting thing about this is it has these little heat maps. And the darker sections of the heat map are when your viewers are most active during that time, which is why I'm posting on Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 10 a.m. because that is when people are most active on Instagram and on TikTok and on YouTube. And you're going to have to believe me on that because you can switch between all of these and see those numbers. And the fact that I only wanted to post 3 shorts a week, I'm just like, all right, well, I wanted to keep them spread out. I don't want to go like 4 or 5 days without posting anything on the week. So it's a little bit awkward of a schedule, but Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday are high concentration periods of activity, and they're nice and spread out to where I can reach the widest audience, which is neat. Unfortunately, back when I had first discovered this and started planning for Short Summer again, the free plan allowed you to schedule up to 50 posts per month. And if you're posting on multiple platforms, like just the post that happened today was 3 out of my allotted posts. And I'm just like, oh, that's fine. Let's see, 3 posts a week for 4 weeks. That's going to be 12 posts on 3 different platforms. So that's going to be 36. That's more than fine. And if I ever want to bump it up to 4, I can still get away with using the free plan. Fucking nope. By the time I started using it, they downgraded their free plan to be 20 posts a month, which is not sustainable for posting 3 times a week on 3 different platforms for an entire month for free. So I think by the end of I think I have 2 more posts that I can schedule with this before I just straight up can't anymore and I have to post each of these individually, which is not that big of a deal. But this thing had a lot of stuff going for it. It had a nice little sort of posting UI that I could just like congregate everything together. I could even go into a consolidated inbox where all of the comments from all of the platforms are sort of posted, and you can like bring one up and even respond to it on this platform. And it's just like, this is neat. They even have a phone app where you can do this as well. That's kind of cool. And I get all this for free. That's neat. I did notice pretty immediately. Oh, they also have like an analytics dashboard and stuff. They got some neat stuff here. But I did notice immediately how poorly performing this thing is and how fucking slow everything is. So when I noticed that I was going to be hitting my allotment of posts twice as fast than I was expecting to, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because if this site performed better and was faster, this is a site called Metricool Boats. If it performed better, I would maybe be willing to pay a subscription for it for a small amount of time, but it starts at $20 a month. No, you lost me there. The most convenient thing about this was the fact that I was able to schedule cross posts on multiple platforms and set up like a week or two's worth of posts and then just kind of let it ride, you know? And I'm not going to pay $20 a month just to do that, because that's essentially mostly what I'm using this for. If I find that maybe the friction of posting on individual platforms is a bit too much, which I doubt I will, because I did that every single day for like 3 months, then maybe I would come back to this. But it's a really neat idea that is just not feasible for someone on in my tier of creator, of somebody who's, you know, wanting to take this a little bit more seriously, but not really keen on like making a business out of it, you know? So I'm right in that like middle ground of just like, I need more than 20 posts a month if I want to stay consistent, but also I don't want to pay $20 a month to be able to do that. So 2 words, personal software. Yeah, but I have to make that, Heisenberns, and I'm already making all kinds of different pieces of personal software. I still have like my Plinko level creator I want to make. I still got some upgrades to this cabbage bot that I want to make, the cabbage customizer that I want to make. I'm slow at that stuff. It takes a long time. And sometimes I just want to not think about things, you know? On top of, goddamn, I'm making shorts like at least every other day, which this is just such a much nicer cadence as well. 3 shorts a week. You're telling me I only got to make 3 shorts a week instead of 1 every single goddamn day? Huh. And I have a month of buffer. God, it's such a great cadence right now. I'm really happy with this. I just wish Metricool was kind of just a little cooler. Because back when I learned about this a couple months ago, I swear to God, it was 50 posts free a month. And they cut that by more than half. So. Have Claude Code develop your own. Yeah, maybe. I don't want to, though. I think it would just be more convenient for me to just post them. Holy shit. Diesel. That's one expensive game you got there. Goddamn. Claude, oh, if I have to pay for a subscription to use Claude, then game over as well. Then we're back to square one. Even if I just use it specifically to develop that, I don't want to pay money to do what I'm already capable of doing, which is just setting up some drafts and clicking the post buttons. That's good enough for me. So, anywho, that has been my life in a nutshell or two. No. Kiss him. Oh god, there are a lot of variations of this that we could do. Oh yeah, I do have the audio files. Did you see the cat girl smokes? Yes, I have seen the chain smoking cat girl anime. Well, not seen it, but I've seen clips of it. I remember seeing this a couple months ago, and it was back when it was airing in Japan. There was some short that I saw where like a bunch of people were upset because this anime about a cat that just chain smokes. That's all it is. It's not. It doesn't have any sort of plot. It doesn't have a lot of characters, to my understanding. It's just about a cat girl that smokes a bunch of cigarettes and doesn't really do much else. A lot of people were upset because like, they're just like, if that's all this is, then why the fuck is this animated so well? Actually, I haven't seen much of oh, fucking but like there's so much attention to detail that goes into like the smoking scenes and the character movements and stuff, and it just, Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Like, it's all it is. It's just a cat girl that smokes. That's basically all it is. There's no like, oh, holy shit. Holy shit. There's not a lot of like character. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. What the fuck is this show about? My understanding was just like cat girls that smoke. That's it. That's all it is. There's not like any like, oh, she starts as a chain smoker and then like she gets better. I get this. Yeah. Or, I get this. Or anything like that. I was thrown off for a second because that's the first time that I've actually heard Animal Crossing music play during that sound clip. It's just that. So yes, that is to say, I have seen clips of this show, and I think it's hilarious how much effort the animators are putting into it, much to the chagrin of people who would prefer that budget went to shows like One Punch Man, or that's the only one that comes to mind right now where people were clowning on the animation budget for it. But to see something like just a cat that smokes a bunch of cigarettes, that's it. Here's 60 frames of animation per second. You know? It has a lot of addiction. It's meant to show the struggle of having crippling addiction to the point where you can't maintain a job. Is it played as like a oh, Blue Lock's animation could use it too. That's rough. But does it? So, I mean, I might have to check it out because the trailer makes it seem like, because yeah, I was showing like a bunch of vices. It looks like there was a chain smoking cat, a heroin addict cat, and a maybe an alcoholic one. But it seemed like those were all being played for like comedy, and the situations that they find themselves in are gross but presented comedically. Is there like a some sort of serious through line to where just like they don't have to like get better, but like does it highlight these negative aspects of addiction in like a real way, or in like a whoa, she's smoking 15 cigarettes at once kind of way, you know? I fully support this anime now, part human said, rather than based on. So that's how I've been exposed to it. It's just this. And I've not seen any of it. That's what I've like read online about. Granted, I haven't looked into it much at all, but that is, if they do go that route of just like I know it has scenes depicting withdrawal and financial struggles. I haven't seen it myself, but I've heard people discussing about it. See, like, it really just would it would just depend on how they present something like that. You know, is it like, would they present it like goofy for a joke, or does this show actually get like real and serious? Because I would be interested if it was the latter, but my only understanding of that show from what I've seen briefly has just been the former, of just like, haha, so goofy, you know. I've heard it's very anti-smoking, even though it makes smoking and drugs look fucking sick. Oh, geez. Well, I can understand that. If there's one, how do I word this here? There are plenty of people out there in the world who would never smoke or have never smoked, but still can see someone smoking in like movies or a TV show or even just on the street and just be like, that dude looks fucking cool way he's smoking like that, you know? Like, there is some sort of like aesthetic to smoking that people can vibe with. So when you try to go like the dare approach and just show kids a bunch of pictures of diseased lungs and say like, yo, you should never, smoking's not cool, you should never do it, say no to your friends, that can sometimes have the sort of opposite effect of whatever message you're trying to convey, you know? So I wouldn't mind if they make smoking look cool and drugs look appealing, because that is kind of how they are in real life. And then if they hit you with like the second hammer of just like, and here's how it can ruin your life or whatever, or here's like the, maybe not that hammer on the head, we're just like, and here's like the consequences of this kind of lifestyle or whatever, depicted in like some sort of real way, that can be, I think that can be far more powerful than just making like the drugs and stuff look like lame or purely destructive. Because like, yeah, the end consequences of most of these drugs and addictions is purely destructive, but there's a reason as to why so many people are flocking to them and getting addicted by them. There's an inherent appeal to these sorts of substances, like a siren's call. Like, there's a reason people do it. So depicting that sort of like accurately could, I think, be a lot more persuasive than not, you know. I think it's supposed to be more disgusting and upsetting to turn people away from substances. I've heard the VA for one of the main characters is now really self-aware of her cleaning it. This is interesting. That is interesting, because, whoa, the end, thanks for playing. Holy shit, we went through the entire 6-hour playlist. Back. That is interesting, because you don't see a lot of pieces of media these days where like the protagonist or like the main character is unlikable or disgusting in some way. And I think that's a shame, because like, if you make someone like that like the main focus of your story or your piece of media, it can have that kind of persuasive effect of just like, oh, I don't want to be anything like that. It can be inspiring in the complete opposite direction of your typical like strong, put together protagonist, you know? I was getting very similar vibes while I was going through Catherine earlier this year. And although that game did end up disappointing me in the end, I did think that its strongest element was the fact that it was brave enough to put such a such a pathetic, limp dick piece of shit as the protagonist. I actually loved that choice. I loved how much I hated Vincent and Catherine. Because you just don't see people like that as like the main characters these days. And it's I would like to think that so many people have played Catherine and just be like, God, I hope I'm nothing like this guy. Or even better, oh God, I see myself a little bit in this guy and I don't like what I'm seeing, you know? There's power in that. I like seeing games and stories do that. Happy Thursday, my dudes. Did you cringe every sentence he said? I think I screamed in anguish during almost every single cutscene in Catherine. I was in physical pain going through that game, and it was great until the ending just absolutely like retconned everything that made the protagonist an engaging character to begin with. But that's fine. I've been on my rant with that. I thoroughly enjoyed 90% of Catherine. The last 10% shat over everything. Anywho, I have some more things that I can use to fill some time here, but fortunately, it's going to have to do with the game itself. I literally couldn't beat the first. Dude, if you want to feel better about yourself, watch through my Catherine VODs. I am dumb as bricks playing through that game. I was struggling. It's a weird set of mechanics to sort of wrap your head around. And it took me maybe at least half a dozen hours to actually start wrapping my head around it. Anywho, I appreciate that it didn't make it easy. From what I heard, and I did not look up any sources to corroborate this, I think it was just like a chat message or a random comment I saw in a video. But the developers spent so much time playing and playtesting it that they made the mistake of tuning the level difficulty to best match their skill level rather than a new player's skill level, which is why a lot of the puzzles tends to be a lot more difficult than you would expect early on in the game.
Edge, 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 undo, undo,
God
edge,
damn
edge,
it.
undo.
You brought back some PTSD from that, you motherfucker. Edge, edge, undo, undo, edge, undo. If you're having trouble, you can always undo a previous move. Anywho, I have a thing. So, we got the full game here, which comes on a whopping 2 discs. But you can see right here, this little sticker that I'm very curious about. It's not going to focus on the camera. Includes 1998 Collector's CD. Oh, there's a playable demo of Xenogears in here. Bushido Blade 2, Brave Fencer Musashi, and a new and upcoming game, Final Fantasy VIII. And we do indeed have this collector's disc. So let's pop this in, see what all the fuss is about here. Oh. 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 Oh, we're so back. Euphoria! Oh, shit. No, I think there's just one demo and then there's a couple of trailers. I just want to see what a collector's disc looks like these days. What a collector's disc looked like back in 1998. Let's take a peek. Hang on. I got to I got to hear that start up again so that I can get the Sony logo with it too. All right. Quiet on set. Not even your fucking mummy scream could ruin my vibe, Roka.
Guess I'm just a lucky man.
Close. Square Electronic Arts LLC. Oh wow, this is the barest of bones. Hang on. Okay, it's a little loud. Let's turn it down to like here. Special preview movie under development. Oh my god. Bushido Blade 2 opening movie. And then the break. Okay, so we won't play the Xenogears demo because I have this on the dock as well. But we're gonna watch some trailers here. Let's try out the Final Fantasy VIII trailer. I have this as well. I need to play it. I think I have 7, 8, and 9. Man, they really were fast and loose with these aspect ratios, weren't they? God damn. There we go. Tried it playing a few times, didn't get very far. My only exposure to a lot of the PS1 Final Fantasies has been exclusively through Theatrhythm and their music, and I liked the music in 8. I've been itching to play a retro JRPG for a while now. I think I might break the seal by playing 6 on the SNES. I'll play the fuck out of Final Fantasy VII and Spyro. Which Spyro, though? Because the second was my favorite. Boy, 7 really was a pivot for them, wasn't it? It seems like from then on, they had a lot more of this this sort of like techno-punk aesthetic to them. Whereas before, they were like very fantasy-esque. I mean, I know 6 had like some mechs in it, but you were still fighting a lot of like fantastical creatures in a fantastical setting. But I'm seeing a lot of 7 in this. Oh, what a great shot to freeze frame on. 8 is very modern. Oh wait, yeah, because isn't 9 pretty fantastical as well? Now that I think about it. Ooh, you should bring that up to Steven. Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core on the PSP is one of his favorite games of all time. My girlfriend in high school was a huge fangirl of Final Fantasy VIII. Was she a huge fangirl of Final Fantasy VIII, or was she just a huge fangirl of Squall, or whatever? Was that his name, the protagonist? Because I can see Squall having a lot of fangirls. Now let's check out Bushido Blade 2. Now they're Square Soft. So they went from like Square to Square Soft to... Or no, I think it was Square Soft, then Square... And then Square Enix was their transition. Cosplay of the girl in blue, i.e., to my knowledge, the love interest of Squall, perhaps? I'm just purely speculating. Oh, shit. This is the opening movie for it, though. So this was a game that was already released around this time. Oh! I'm getting some Tekken vibes from this. God damn. Shido. That was a pretty cool ass trailer. You're making me look this up now, Diesel. Christus Final Fantasy 8. I should play Final Fantasy VIII. All right, Musashi. This isn't the style I was expecting to see. What even is this game? Is it like a 3D platformer or a top-down? Maybe it's a top-down action. No? A Zelda-like? You had a demo disc for this game? What kind of game was it? What? It kind of looked like a Toomba-like. Yeah, like what? If you were to describe what like the core gameplay loop of it was like, Mastiff, what would you say? Was it like a top-down action game, a 3D platformer, a dungeon crawler? God, what a great game to pick to have as your demo, though, Xenogears. Woo. But that's it for that. That was neat. I just thought that you know, it came with the disc. I might as well see what it's all about. I'm always a fan of these like slapdash sort of like demo disc vibes. I should collect more of those. I see them sometimes in my retro shop. They're neat. And that's how you discover gems like Toomba. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm gonna need to zoom in on this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's see if this is salvageable. Uh-oh. Hold, please. No. Let's turn that off and let people play with their Plinko for a sec. Man, no one likes the baby, do they? God damn. Get this fuck ass baby off my screen. All right. I think we're good. So all that happened, let me see if I can illustrate this here. Okay. So, all that happened, and honestly, I'm surprised it has never happened before. Right, we're gonna give you two. That's it. Sorry, Monoid. All that happened was I took the game out, and this little center nub thing, which is responsible, like when you push the disc in, these little ball bearings kind of like push out and they like affix the disc in place, which I'm only just now realizing we stopped doing that after this console. Probably for good reason. Now it's just like a standard little disc tray that has just an open middle in the center. This part just came out with the disc. And it's because I pulled the disc out by the edges and I didn't like press down on the center to sort of like pop it out. So it just popped right out, but fortunately, it popped right back in. So we should be fine.
I can fix that.
And I did. And I deserve to polish off my teeth for that. I am a fan of some nice loose leaf tea most of the time, but I also am a big sucker and deeply nostalgic for the classic. Oh, you can't even see the label. The Itoen unsweetened green tea. Green tea. This shit fucking slaps. All right, so it's in there now. And we'll see. I'll briefly listen for any anomalous. No, but then I'll miss the intro. I'll listen to the intro and then I'll take my headphones off to see if anything is churning inside my PS1. All right. Fingers crossed, y'all. Quiet on set. And here's how you know if it actually works. You wait for the PS1 logo. Uh-oh. It's taken a while. If the PS1 logo didn't show up, that means that the disc didn't load. I encountered that a lot as a kid. So this was always, it's like, all right, we got through. Okay. I'm hearing disc reading sounds. I'm just going to hope that this is a big ass disc with a lot of things to read. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, my bad. I opened it. It was spinning. Sorry. God, I believe in you. Let's hit the reset, see if anything happens. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Don't make me bring out the PS2, because I will. Okay. Oh, It's making some noises. What do you have here? What is this, Roka?
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Hold, please. All right. We got it. I fixed it. It's all good. There's a tiny little snap in the little center piece thing, and there is a rubber ring little gasket.
Hell yeah!
That's sort of meant to hold those little ball bearings in place. I took a little toothpick and I was poking away at the little gasket to make sure it was all nice and flush up against the. I'm gonna wait for Diesel to land, give him a chance to reclaim his crown. He did not. Sorry, Diesel. So I pushed that in, make sure it was all good, make sure it was properly fitted onto the PS1 little center part there. And it didn't work. So we have a different solution instead. We got there. I want to look into what maybe caused that, because it seems like something that is fixable. There's maybe something just like mechanically wrong. So was that demo disc worth it? It was at least proof that it's not the optical disc, or it's not the optical laser that's the problem. So there's that. Probably change the category. But I don't want to miss this because I still have no idea what this game's about. Oh, shit! Damn! Selection. I haven't been reading any of these. Would you believe there's 3 other people? No kidding. Conception. Evolution. Liberation. The worst foe lies within the self. Parasite Eve. That was sick! Holy shit! Oh, and it just transitions into the title screen like that? Nice! Oh, that's weird. Oh. This is one of the OG PlayStation controllers where you could actually like toggle off the analog. So now I can use the D-pads on the menu, but if the analog is on, I can't do that, and I can only do it with the analog stick. That is interesting. If surgery type stuff makes you feel sick, don't read. There's a book? Oh, no tutorial straight in. You read my mind, Roka. New game. I did not check to see if there was enough memory card space, but we'll find out. Those cutscenes actually looked really fucking good for PS1. This shot goes hard. And I'm gonna try and get rid of these black bars here. Should be good. Damn. Merry Christmas, 1997. There we go. A little more. I really thought you were playing. No, we were just watching a demo of it. What's wrong? You're the one who wanted to come to the opera. No voice acting. Interesting. Oh, because this isn't a cutscene. It's a little dialogue thing. Name: Aya Bure. Age 25. Occupation: NYPD officer. So this takes place in New York. Oh, but is she named Aya though? Surely not. Yeah, it definitely was framed like a scene that would have dialogue in it, but this is probably more like the not how the non-cutscene dialogue works in games like Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy. We name her one letter at a time. Go for it. Yeah. Everyone gets one letter. Q. Fuck. Someone should at least add a vowel in there. Please. Q-U. Okay. Q. You know, we'll do it in all caps just so that we stay consistent here. Q-U-W-J-T-X. What the fuck? Q-U-W-J-T-X. Quidjix. Look to the right and tuck your chin. Well, do you mean this right? Because my camera's mirrored and it's my. Oh! I see what you want. You want a little. Let's get the mic out of here. I need to match the. Sorry. There you go. That actually reminds me. I think the print of Jared still prints in black and white. Let me fix that. Yes, it does. That's gonna look weird. Oh wait, no, I do want the chroma key. Keep the chroma key there. Get rid of the. Wait. Oh, it's right here. These filters, get rid of them. There we go. That's better. Okay. Yeah, everyone was supposed to get one letter, but I think since there's only 2 letters left, it can just be Kujitsix. Kujitsix is their name. No, we got to keep it with the letters. We're making a name, not an Xbox Live gamer tag. So Kujitsix is her name. Kujitsix. Kujitsix. How would we pronounce this? Kujitsix. I think Kujitsix is probably the proper pronunciation from her country of origin, which is Kujik 6 25, NYPD officer. I'm going to forget how to pronounce this next week, I guarantee you. I don't know. You're right. I'll try to have more fun. Aren't you glad you decided to go out with me? I even had my dad get the best seats for us. Oh, so sorry. I was using the wrong accent for this motherfucker. I even had my dad get the best seats for us tonight. So lighten up. We're gonna have a great time. You'll see. That's my walk speed. Okay, we have a run. Okay. Enjoy the show. Please take your seats. The show is about to start. I don't know what's going to happen, but this man is as good as... Oh, he absolutely is. He's the fodder. Come on, we'd better go inside. It's our stripper named Kujit XX. Yeah. We better go inside. I'm out of here. Damn it. All right, fine. A Kujit stripper. Oh, you got it for me? Oh, I got a bit of a wipe there. What you got for me? What you got for me, Rook? What happened? You picked a
Don't wipe. I'm gonna lick it.
You picked a much different wallpaper than I did. Now I see what you were going for. My goodness. It seems this game has some fans. Well then. Alrighty. So that's why you wanted me to tuck in my chin, because the wallpaper that I was using had very different posturing. Will indeed. All right. That's Kujik 6 for Kujik 6 for you. What a lady. What a woman. Did you beat me here? Let's get to our seats. They've already started the first act. I mean, I think another reason this guy is good as dead, Roka, is that he doesn't have a name. He's just man. Already? I tell you, if this shirt was any baggier, Jerry would be all over it. Father, please give me permission to marry Ava. I forbid it! You know well what will happen if you do. Those who succumb to her beauty all die in horrible ways. You don't understand. She is the one that has suffered after the deaths. She is evil. God, grab her and burn her at the stake. Now. Father! When am I gonna go off to live on my own? If you are sentencing her to death, then I ask you take my life as well. Edward! I'm sorry, I didn't get that. RCX on. Oh shit! I was gonna say, are things gonna get fucky like right off the bat? God damn! Oh fuck! I can fix her. Yo, are those Lego titties that worth it there, Roka? I was thinking the same shot, Rook, when that guy was falling off the balcony. Kujiksix. I need to keep pronouncing it so I don't forget it. Jesus, I don't wanna. Oh my god. I. Go. Get out of here. Now. I'll handle this. What the fuck just happened? I'm coming up there. Don't you worry about it. I don't think I could get to those stairs. Oh, there we go. Kiss you. It's not quite Resident Evil 1 moving mice because the camera seems static so far, so there's not really any need for like tank controls. Freeze! NYPD! You're the only one who seems to be fine. What? You should be awakening soon. What? What are you talking about? I'm going with the Ashley voice instead of the Southern Belle. Listen, your cells are trying to communicate. They're calling out. Uh-oh. How do I? What's happening? My body, it's getting hot. Just as I thought. No, we're not doing this. What is this? What did you do to me? No. Whoa! Oh, I have the little action bar. Okay. I gotcha. Okay. And then circle cancels it, but now I can, okay. Run! Euphoria! Fuck her up! Nice. No! Aye! Okay, I can get with this. Ooh, the reload though. No! Bitch missed, come on! Our bodies are communicating with each other. What? Communicating what? What do you want? The more you use that power, the more you will become like me. Power? What power? Who are ya? Eve.
Shut the hell up, bitch.
It's actually Eve. Kujiksix. I'm surprised you don't know me. Kujiksix. You should know me well. What? What is this? I'm going to need to reference it a couple of times, especially by next week. It's going to be gone. It'll be completely gone. What's that? Wait, where are you going? I'm not through with you yet. Get back here, you bitch. Ooh, spatial audio. I guess we go down here.
Shut the blank up, Kijit XXXX.
Yeah, there's no way they'll ever pronounce that. I know she's down there.
And in the place where you live.
Sounds like my backups arrived. Ooh. Ooh. Well, this seems poll worthy. Interesting. Interesting. New poll. What do? Jump down. Forget it. This is a story-based RPG, so I'm led to believe...
True JIT6.
I'm led to believe that this will actually be a choice that matters. Who knows? You have 1 minute to decide. Jump down or forget it. Our backup has arrived. If we jump down, we break a shin, right? This isn't Fear and Hunger. At least not to my knowledge. What? What's up? What's up, Pomo? We jumped down into the shit pit. Yeah, but we had no reason to jump down into the shit pit other than somebody wanted to jump into the toilet. This is giving us a reason, so we'll probably survive. This is nothing. Absolutely. Exactly. It doesn't look like we'll be able to get out, but at least we'll be able to do something if we go down in there. Oh, where's the heart? Oh, yeah. I need to catalog all of those sound alerts again, because sometimes when I switch profiles, I forget to save the profile before switching, and then that sound alert gets lost forever. You know what? You're so right. You're so right. We absolutely jumped down into the shit pit because we thought there was something worthwhile down there. Not because that shouldn't be there. Good Lord. Good Lord. I'm going to turn that off right now. And I unfortunately cannot refund you because I think that redeems automatically. So I'm just going to have to fuck. It's vodka. One shot. And that's it. I'll be back. The fight for the crown continues. Ugh. Kampai, asshole. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Ugh. Mm-mm. Tea is not a good chaser for vodka. I involuntarily did that. That was disgusting. Alrighty, we're jumping down. In heels, no less? You nailed that. Are you alone? It's dangerous here. You should go. Shoot him. Shoot him. Shoot. Shoot now. Shoot now or you'll regret it. Shoot. Shoot them. You. Are they? They're shaking me. That girl. It couldn't be. Think about child. Regret. Oh, it's absolutely. We have the same hair color and everything. Let's say there are iron rings on the side. Oh, interesting. No, we'll forget about it for now. We made the choice to come down here. What's over here? Nothing? Yeah, it looks like you can climb back up. So maybe it's locked. Ooh, listen to that spatial audio. Nice. Anything here? Nope, locked. Which stall was that? Boy, they're really letting me go all the way down here, aren't they? Oh. Oh, here's where we're gonna get the fucked up rat that we saw in the intro. Damn, this looks really good. That's such a crazy good looking cutscene for PS1. Are you kidding? Holy shit! That is wild! Wait. That looked so good! Are you kidding? No! I mean, that looked revolting, but wow! Oh, nailed it. Sick. Okay. Obtain all items. Yeah. Oh, I got some ammo out of that. Okay, cool. Holy shit! That was incredible! Jesus! Did Eve do that to the rat? What is going on here? That was awesome! Uh-oh. I did not expect that to open. I thought these were just like, oh, we got a reflection and everything? Look at that. I was expecting these to just be like the static backgrounds that you see in like Resident Evil and stuff. Uh-oh. You good, buddy? You're still alive. Hold on, let me call the paramedic. No, if I look like this, let me die. Just let me die. I do not want to live looking like this.
Melissa. She's a monster.
Don't worry. Don't try to talk now. Melissa? Melissa. You mean the main actress? Sure, yeah, like, don't try and save me. Try to cut me out of existence as soon as possible is what I meant to say.
She's probably got to Suzanne too. You'll have to stop her.
No, please, wake up. Hang in there. Damn, she's finally at peace. but they've spent at least a month getting mirrors to work efficiently and right for the. It's not just. Okay. Oh, you know what? I wonder if they're being clever with it. Because I think. No, I'd have to pull out a protractor for this. But like another thing that I was kind of impressed with is the fact that it's like it's a mirror at an angle. So like I mean, a common way to do reflections in the early days is to just replicate the same model on the other side of like a wall and pretend it's a mirror reflection. But I think the angle of the camera and the angle of the mirror, like the perspective of the mirror, are the same. So like they can do that without getting too hinky, like too crazy with it, you know? That's honestly impressive. I mean, that's just a hole in the wall with a second scene! I know, but like, the fact that they were able to pull off like this nice little angular mirror because of the perspective of the camera angle is kinda neat. Hair color is different. Yeah, I think you're right. It's hard to tell. I always think that's just so neat though. But wait, do the lockers open in the mirror too? I gotcha, you lazy devs. Because that's what I'm saying. I thought these lockers were like part of the background too, so I was honestly surprised that they're opening in this scene. That's a nice little touch. Usually it would just be like, you would interact with it and they should say like, nothing in here, or it would show this little menu, but they went through the effort to like, open them and shit? I don't know why I'm impressed by that. I'm not used to seeing that in a PS1 game. Alright, we good. Lazy It was a joke! This game has actually been ridiculously impressive so far. I'm just poking at some seams here because I'm curious as to how they did this shit. Oh shit! Don't you know you're a reputable, serious? I am nothing but serious. Absolutely nothing but serious. I did not make this, by the way. My background was much more tasteful. I just did not realize that this game had such a fan base. Oh, you think we died when we jumped down the hole, Puma? All right, that's your reigning theory. Parasite Eve has always been a touch horny. You could never convince me of that, especially considering the main character's dress right now.
Ah, here, take it. Take everything. It's all on the counter.
Don't scare me. I'm with the NYPD.
You're the one who scared me, lady. I was just getting ready. You know, only staff are allowed in here.
I'm the motherfucking police. I think I'm allowed in here. There was an incident here. You'll have to evacuate.
What? You're kidding, right? Hey, I'm not dying here tonight. See ya.
Yeah, he died like 5 seconds after that.
Ah!
I got nothing. I can't. There's nothing left to play off on that. I'll be out there in a sec, guy. I just gotta check your lockers. Nothing. Ammo. Why are there bullets in here? Alright. You said everything's on the counter. Was there anything on the counter? No? Nothing? Okay. Alright. Alright, how's our clown boy doing? Where'd he go? Damn. right, all right. We can change targets. That's neat. Whoa! Bye-bye. Got the crit off of that. How is the audio on this? It's loud. Holy shit. Okay. That should be fine. Little lower. That should... hang on. Let's find a happy medium here. Let's go like right there. Check Discord. Let me see. Now I imagine you didn't have to search that hard for this. Bad Piggy's all about it, I see. What the fuck? All right, sure, fine. You know what? Let's use this one. Para-Eve 2. Damn, you just been going to town here. Well, let's see how this one works. I actually think I like the other one more strictly because it has like a darker background to it. I feel like this blends in with the game a lot nicer. But Jesus Christ, you weren't kidding on the horny. Holy shit. Okay. The third birthday's whole mechanic for Parasite 3, but we don't talk about that one. Is your character getting more naked as you took damage? Permanently? Oh, Jesus. I didn't realize there was a Parasite 3. I was only familiar with the first two, and unfortunately, currently, I only own the first one. BRB gotta go play this. Surely there are higher fidelity titties that you can look at in a video game, Roka. That is a wild mechanic. It reminds me of the weirdness of the mechanic that they introduced for Fatal Frame 5, which I believe was the first Fatal Frame that was developed by Team Ninja, and it was built in the same engine as the Dead or Alive games. And for some reason, they decided to introduce, they literally called it the wetness mechanic, or the wetness meter, where the more wet your character got, like standing in the rain or walking through water, the more they were in danger of attracting ghosts to their location, and they would get into more battles and things. What game is that? DOAX? No, it's Fatal Frame 5. But it was made by the same developers as of the Dead or Alive games. Not always. That was the first game to my knowledge that was developed by Team Ninja. However, Dead or Alive Extreme 3 did have a swimsuit degradation mechanic that was apparently removed for the international release, but like you could purchase specific swimsuits where if they fell into the pool or if they went through some physical activity, like the straps on their swimsuits would start to like snap off and they would have to like keep them up while they were doing stuff. Dude, Dead or Alive Extreme had the best fucking casino, Manalog. We went through, we probably spent like 2 months playing Dead or Alive Extreme 2. First of all, generally just vibing with the soundtrack, which is just peak shit right there. But I swear to God, like 90% of our time was racking up stacks in poker. We fucking loved the casino in Dead or Alive Extreme 2. It was harder to enjoy the casino in DOA Extreme 3 because they introduced microtransactions and like a premium currency that was slower to build up. So it was hard not to buck the idea that they're probably incentivized to fudge the numbers in this casino, whereas things felt legit as shit in DOAX 2. Love that game. Love that game. Also, we sometimes played volleyball. Yes, give me all the ammo, please. Okay, where was Clown Man? Clown Man, surely Clown Man died somewhere, right? There he is. Oopsie. Casino is genuinely 10 out of 10. It's just one of those things where you can't explain why. Exactly. Plus, you just have like just a. I can't tell you how much we unironically loved the soundtrack in Dead or Alive Extreme 2. That shit was choice. I'm always down for more Blackjack Pomo. The boys weren't into it because they were just too scared of how quickly we lose money. But I'm telling you, you get the money right back once you hit. Are you okay? It's that clown from the dressing room. Oops. Well. DOA OSD is always chef's kiss. Oh, it was so good. It was... Dead or Alive Extreme 3 was fun. I still really enjoyed it. But it was disappointing to see that they went from... It's one of the few times you'll hear me complain about, in terms of like the OST, I really liked that the OST in DOA X2 was like almost exclusively a bunch of just like early 2000s licensed pop music and like beach tunes. I had like Baha Men, Hilary Duff. It was kind of disappointing that they I think their soundtrack for the third one was mostly produced in-house and didn't have a lot of like lyrical songs to them or anything from like that felt like a time capsule of that era, you know? So the soundtrack for DOA X3 was a little disappointing, even though they did still have a couple of bangers every now and then. Anyone else about to die? Oh, no, we already been in here. Okay. This is where we found the clown. All right. Locked. Okay. I'm having a great time with this game. This has been awesome so far. Oh, whoops! Ah! Hang on. Hold it. Okay. Surely I can check voicemail, right? Nothing? Oh, there we go. I'd better notify... I'm switching between Southern Belle and City Girl. Or Jersey Girl. I'd better notify the department about what's happened here. Oh, this gave you Crow Country vibes. Yeah, we only played that for like one day on a Halloween solo stream. I'd like to get back into that one. But I'm assuming this camera angle immediately reminds you of Crow Country. What do you mean, used file? What an interesting loading bar. Day 1, theater. Wow. Hot! Help! Were those really his last words? Ooh. Some decent. You good? You're not infected at all, it seems. Yeah, but like, oh. What's this key? I think it's really hard for games these days to really capture the vibe of an aesthetic like this, because an aesthetic like this was, for the most part, created out of like necessity, right? Like this is like the best that the PS1 was capable of rendering. And when you have a lot of game engines or just like hardware in general that's capable of doing so much more. It's almost extra effort to really replicate this kind of vibe, you know? Yo, dude, that I still can't get over that that shit was sick, man. Theater key. All right, perfect. It's crazy how like some of the human characters do look a little bit jank in these cutscenes, but like, holy shit, when they pull out the stops and the budgets for a cutscene, shit is ridiculous. All right, it says it's locked. Am I able to? Ah, okay. That rat cutscene was 100% that hype for demo reasons. Maybe. Or maybe it's just the first time that you see a creature transform like that, so they wanted to make sure they nailed the vibe so that they don't have to do it for every single other creature in the game. But now you know how fucking horrific it is when these things go off. All right. Dressing room key. Dressing room key? Okay. I still don't know if this game's gonna like auto use keys when I need to use them or not, so let's just see. Okay, we do. Okay. Hello? Anyone back here? Oh? Okay, now we're getting a little Resident Evil-y with the camera angles and stuff. A dairy? November 3rd, Monday. The Christmas show is set. This has been my dream. The main actress has a solo concert at the theater in Central Park. I took all that medication to get here. I have to get the lead part. I'll even sell my soul to the devil if I have to. November 17th, Monday. The cast was announced, and Suzanne and I are double cast. I want to play the part alone, but everyone knows she's good. November 21st, Friday. I think I'm overdoing it. My body's getting hotter than ever for some reason. I'd better take more medicine. December 6th, Saturday. I collapsed today. I lost consciousness after my body got hot. I don't care if I die. I just want to get through this show. December 10th, Wednesday. I passed out again. They told me to go to the doctor and get some rest. If this continues, Suzanne will definitely take my part. I need to get better. I'd better take a lot of medication tonight. December 11th, Thursday. Shit, I'm dead. Suzanne was burned in an apartment fire. Is it bad? I wanted the part so bad. Is it because I wanted the part so bad? God, forgive me. Yeah. Still fiddling with some volume stuff here. I think this should be fine. December 17th, Wednesday. Looks like I'll be the lead. I'd better take more medication and work it. Work it! December 23rd, Tuesday. Opening nights. Everything went smoothly. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. We should have the biggest crowd of the season. And I have the solo concert the next day at the park. But I'm not feeling well. I'd better shape up if I want to get through this. Better take more medication. For what? Why is she taking so much? She must have a drug problem. Another key. The rehearse key. Okay. Anything in here? No, nothing. Oh, there we go. I'll take more ammo. I did not know how to read that until you posted Grease, Rook, but now I hear the song. I have not seen the movie, but I am familiar with that song. I need a man. Another parrot. What you doing? You better not mutate horrifically. Merry Christmas, goodbye. No, well, there he goes. Wow! Nailed it. I wonder if I can use those items in battle. Or if I can only do them outside of a menu. Alright, nothing here. Okay. ABX. Oh, surely. I will take that, and I will not question why so many people have just loose bullets in their dressing rooms. We're fine. Alright, there were some other doors that were locked. I wonder if I just have like the skeleton key for all of them. This is where we saw Mr. Clown Man. Yeah, we're good here. Those first few doors up top were locked. Nope, okay. Surely. No? Okay. Aha! Oh, what a lovely room. Item increases attack power by 1. Yes, please. How do I... do I just use that? Is it permanent? I'm assuming it is. Oh. Well, I don't know if I'm always going to be using this, so we'll... God, that's one of those items where I'm just going to have to hang on to it for now. Use PE. What's PE? Oh, that's my magic. Okay. All right, we have a club. I'm not going to use a club. I should... sound, absolutely stereo. Cursor, defaults, memory might be nice. Window. You're really gonna let me do this in game? Oh, cool. It's like the menu window. That's neat. Oh, cool. I think we're good here. Huh. Oh, person energy. You're right. It definitely doesn't... It's not like Parasite either. It's person energy. Open it. No. Oh, that's a hole. That's odd. This wall looks like it's about to crumble. Excuse me? Wait, I forgot about the name. You legit thought it was just person energy. My name? Oh, no. Ooh, the End Protector. Oh, okay. So I leave it in there then. Oh boy. Oh, we have inventory management. That is tricky. Nipple protector. That's true. That's what it is. What is... Okay. I don't know if we're going to get like multiple party members or if it's just going to be us. So I'll keep my other vest here for now. Or in my inventory. How's my health looking? 38 out of 49? Ah, we're fine. definitely can't. Oh, we can. Come on. Oh, okay. The hitboxes on these cupboards can be a little tricky. Ow, you bitch. Get out of here. Level 3, okay. I don't know what's up with Twitch tonight, but it's not letting me have more than one window open. Really? What, is it like auto pause when you open up a different window? Yeah, the inner... Oh my god. That painting almost looked like a deformed face. Yuck. That's fucked up. That's gonna be a real deal breaker for Gorley. If he can't have multiple streams open. Boy, it does not want me to go through this door, does it? There we go. Whoa, that's no, we're gonna go through this door later. That seems like some critical path shit. We don't fuck with that yet. Oh, these must connect, actually. Okay, never mind then. Ammo 6. Well, at least that stuff doesn't take up inventory space. Okay. Okay. Ugh. Rats and parrots. I think this parrot can hit me from anywhere, so we're gonna get rid of you. Not the fire, please. No, you. Die. No. You go bye-bye. There we go. Yo, Parasite! Welcome back, Cylindril. Yes, this was the game that was voted on by chat in the Discord. We don't need more medicine. The theme of this current solo stream game is Sony physical media. Eat your heart out, Sony. Sorry. So we had a bunch of PS1 games that we were voting on to play in the Discord. Thank you. Rook made it. That's all I have to say about that. Alright, we could go in here. I don't know if this is like critical path or if I even can.
I get this! Yeah.
I get this! Oh, maybe this is just decoration. Okay, maybe we can't go in here. It's hard to tell because a lot of the interact windows are pretty small. Alright. I think we got everything here. I think. So we can get out of here and now we can finally go through the main... Now it looks even more like a PS1 game. There we go. Okay, that's a little fucked up. Just asking, are we bringing back the Eagle stream tomorrow? I mean, no, the Eagle was just a one-time thing because it was 4th of July and we had to pay respects, you know. All right, there we go. Ooh, a mirror room. Surely this isn't going to be a boss room. Berets, bitch. I'm Melissa. I I am Eve. I'm
Getting hot.
Take your medication, Melissa.
Nucleic domination has finally come to an end once and for all.
What? Say what? These cutscenes look so good, though.
Once again, the day for the mitochondria to be free has finally arrived.
Those are the powerhouse in the cell, I'm led to believe. Fuck you, bitch! Oh boy. Yeah, that seems rough. Bing bong. Holy shit, can I? Oh, fuck. Ooh, I'm not in a good place. And I don't know how to use items. Can I not? Oh, shit, man! Ow, oh, fuck, I'm screwed. I'm screwed now. Oh, damn it! I thought I nailed that. Oh, shit. I just realized I haven't saved. I should have saved before coming in here. Fuck. Damn it. Damn it. All right. We're going to have to go through all that again. Hello, Banshee Elizabeth. This is the first time you've spoken up in the chat? Oh, I guess it is. Because normally, I see you talking through the dungeon lounge. Hello! Alright, let's speedrun this shit. That was my bad. Are we good? Oh, I accidentally hit the analog button. That's weird. I'm burning up. Hot help. If I recall correctly, when your turn gauge... Oh, okay. So that I was thinking that was it, but the moment I... Oh wait, no, I gotta get the key from him. The moment that clicked in my brain, I was already one hit away. I was like, all right, maybe I'll try it the next time my action gauge is up, and then I died. But thank you. So I'm assuming I just hit triangle when my action gauge is full. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, they're on now. Because this is I'm kind of fucking with these cutscenes. I want to make sure that those go uninterrupted. So I'll probably disable them during cutscenes and stuff, but everything else y'all are free to, especially now because we've seen all of this. Yada 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 yada. I love how the music kind of escalates as we read through that diary too. It's neat. Oh, we're gonna need to get the new armor again as well. Oh god, there's so many things that we did before we. I was getting too cocky because all the enemies were dying in like 1 hit, 1 to 2 hits. I wasn't really in all that much danger. The true American experience, exactly. I'm gonna kill you. Come on, buddy. I need the experience. Talk to me. Beep boop. Well, you took 2 bullets to gold down. I'm proud of you. And then I believe there was some ammo in this little cabinet. Cha-ching, and we're good to go. Next. Mommy? Alright, we've already been in here. And we've been, that was the clown room. So now we definitely just need to make sure we go through these couple doors here. I think the armor was in here. And there was a rat in the cabinet, but we'll fight him anyways because we'll just get the experience for it. Uh-oh! Oh, the contents are random? That's concerning. Because we got an attack up from there last time. Stop. Get out of here. Cha-ching. Level 3. Let's go. Okay, well, hopefully we still got our armor in here. That's interesting that the contents are slightly random. I gotta say, finding you the first time because of the TikTok clip of Fear and Hunger, Giggle Guy touching your booty still has... It's one of the most popular shorts on multiple of the platforms. All right, we still have the end protector here. Yes, that was definitely a one of those moments where you're a different person before and after you experience the Harvest Man in Fear and Hunger. I ended that stream a different person. I was too innocent. Well, everyone in chat led me to believe that he was just a friendly guy. He just wanted a little... He just wanted someone in his life, and I, unfortunately, came into his life, and then he did things. All right, you little rat bastards. Stop, stop, stop. Ow. Ow. Fucking ow. All right, all right. We're assessing threats here. Yes, it will upset you to know, Pummel, that there are multiple clips of your anus getting plundered in Fear and Hunger. All right, we're good. We're good. Hey, he was the one who requested his name be used for the Fear and Hunger characters. That was on him. I can't be held responsible for that. Yes, and it's... Fuck, how is it pronounced again? Kujitsix? Kujitsix, I think it's pronounced. Kujitsix. Thank God there was at least one person with the decency to add a vowel to her name.
Kujitsix.
There we go. That's a oh okay, so I can pull up my inventory. Okay, cool. That's a great little mnemonics or mnemonic you just spelt out there, Massive. That'll make things like 10 times easier for me to remember how it's pronounced. Kujitsix. All right, now we're gonna heal up. We're gonna hit that save. Oh, wait, are you gonna attack me now? Let's see. I could always use some more XP. Hot, hot, help, help! Nope, you good? You cool? They're cool. All right. Let's heal up. Fuck it, we'll use the defense one on our end protector. Call someone who cares. All right, come on, come on, come on. Man, the interaction boxes here are pretty tight. Amazing how dated this game is by the lack of cell phones and landlines. Well, I always have this thought now, especially when I'm interacting with any sort of like old media, of just like, do people even know what it? Surely not many people know what an answering machine is these days, right? Like, voicemail, I guess, is still kind of a thing, but it's like, oh no, I gotta check all my messages on my answering machine. Huh? That's part of the reason why I love games of this era, because you have like these little time capsule dated sort of aspects to it, but also you see some really cool experimental shit, because there wasn't really a formula to follow as much with video games, so people were just doing whatever the fuck they thought was cool. You get a lot of misses, but shit, when it hits, shit's awesome. Hey, Melissa. I saved now, so I'm ready to go. Just a quick check to see if Twitch clips are still broken. Yep. Cool. God damn it. I need to find a new way to display those. Going through Twitch's browser is not working out. Parasite Eve was a tech demo to get a feel for the stuff before Final Fantasy VIII. Well, they're doing a great job. Shit. Hang on. Once again, the mitochondria. Alright. We got this shit now. Beep boop. Oh, okay. Don't get close to her. I think if I stay... Is that gonna hit her? Okay. Man, it's hard to tell what the perspective is gonna be on that shot.
Discombobulate.
Hey, we're fine. We're not fine. Oh, I think I dodged it though. Oh. Beep. Did I get you? Oh, we got her. Oops. Huh. Looks like you still need some time, girl. Until your mitochondria is completely free. Mitochondria? What are you saying? I don't understand you. It's the power of the
Shut the hell up, bitch.
The peak sound effects, cloth blowing in the wind, the stick breaking for the dude, that transformation sequence was sick. What is this? Is that the little girl I saw? No, it's me. God, it's crazy how much the vibe shifts once like someone like this walks into the frame. Holy shit. That doctor? Wait. Mitochondria. To be free? What the fuck? Hello, Dolly. Where'd she go? Jump in or forget it. Yeah, let's Silent Hill this shit. Let's go. Hole. We'll just keep going down and down and down. No way the hole is covered in poop. Another mucus. Well, similar to the shit pit, it looks like we can't climb out of this one. Hello, camera angle. Surely these rats have a bit of a buff being in their home environment. No. You're about to attack next, surely. Hiya! That's fucking wild, Cylindril. Spacious sewer. Parasite powers have evolved. Scan. Analyzes enemies' HP and meat poop. I'll take all the ammo you have. Thank you. Now, how do I... Oh, do I use... I must use PE the same way that I use items and stuff. Fuck, I need to heal. Holy shit. I have not been paying attention. How much is this? 45? I'll take it. I figure, yeah. It's just weird to think that I would have to access it in what visually looks like a pause menu, right? Like for a lot of other RPGs, like you would have like a sub menu when I pull up like the weapon or something. But I should also note that we did not go through the tutorial. We're learning things on the fly. Hello! We're just gonna get as far away from you as we can. Get rid of this attacking boy. It's not entirely smooth. And yeah, I'm fine with that. Like, oh, our damage is way different when I think we were out of range for that one. Yeah. I'm fine with jank in these retro games. I have a much higher tolerance for this kind of jank back in the day. Wonder if it's got more damage on its back or something. Oh god. Fucked. Yep. There are some times when I've been playing some retro games and I have to defer to the manual to figure out how to fucking play the game. We'll go there in a sec. I want to check out this box, though. Yes, please. All right, so I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure what these little icons on the bottom mean here. Hell yeah, sewer gun. It's where you find the best guns. Give me a reason to try this thing out. Let's see how it goes. I can shoot 3 now. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Pew, pew. Nice. Oh, nice. Revive? Oh, well, shit. That seems super handy. Do you want to learn by doing, or I can explain? I'll learn by doing for now, but if I'm, like, really... Well, actually, yeah, you can explain the menu thing, because I don't understand that. Like, that's something that I'll probably just look up in the manual. But, for at least for this first stream, I'll try and figure out as many mechanics as I can, because I kind of like the fiddling around with that, but otherwise, I should be good. Thank you for asking, though. Which part of the menu? So, But when I'm changing guns here... Oh! Never mind. I think I got it. The left side is what I currently am using, and the right side is what I'm switching to. I don't know. So my guess is that there's some sort... Hang on. Maybe I can figure this out. Okay, so I'm guessing that little cross out thing, like I'm eventually probably going to be able to add like modifications to these things, and those are like modification slots, because our pistol has one crossed out, but our current equipped gun does not. Can only be champion! So that's my guess. No, I think I'm good now. It's just the menu was a little bit, it was hard to, maybe if I, all right. First, hang on, let me see here. How far does this go up? Does it go up to 256 or 100? Okay. First three numbers I see, 1 through 100, that's gonna be the color of our menu. Go. Each person can only submit one number. All right. Pomo chooses red 100%. 4 for green. And 34 for blue. All right. Oh, well, 333. That one doesn't count. We'll split the difference and do 33, 34. There we go. All right. Let's pick a different number for red. One more person. Throw out a number. I don't like it. It's at 100%. It's like a dominant red color. All right, fine. We'll switch it up every now and then. So it's a light pink right now, or it's a bright reddish pink. I wonder if this makes the menu any more parsable though. Yeah, okay. So it's it does. Okay, I'm just like, they really should add a vertical line to differentiate those things, because it looked like when I was first doing this, the weapon had like 4 slots on it, and one of it said like 2x, and the other said 3x. I was like, what the fuck is going on there? But now that we've added color, it's a lot more easily parsable. That's crazy. Okay, cool. All right, so we really just did that. Well, hang on. Let me go back to that back spot, because maybe I didn't interact with something there. Also, hang on. There we go. Okay. Nope, nothing. Alright, so that was basically just for some XP, I guess. Quite a long way to go for some XP. Thought I heard a little girl crying. You're the little girl I saw at the theater! Are you lost? Shoot her while you have the chance. I'm telling you. Wait, little girl, don't go. I will follow her eventually. Just want to see if there's anything else here. Nope, nothing. Oops. Tension building is best, and a lot of games now don't do that. Like literally this. Yeah, I mean, oh, sorry. I was looking at chat and wasn't realizing I was running into a pole. Yeah, there's usually not a lot of patience for tension building these days. You need like payoff immediately. Hello. All right, we're still in good shape. Oh, yeah, okay. So I'm gonna need to get a little closer. Damn, that boy's got some reach. Boop, up, boop. Pockets. Yeah, the shift to battle music is very PS1 RPG like. Let's see here. I'm assuming this is locked and this is probably a panel. There's a switch and an emergency phone. Oh! Well, let's use the phone. That's probably, we can probably... Yes, we can. Yoko Shimomura does good work. That name sounds familiar. Can you point me to other things that he's composed? You ever play 7th Cross Evolution and go into the evolution screen? No, I've not heard of 7th Cross Evolution. What was that released on? Right, we're definitely gonna need to heal. I need to pay more attention to my... That was a Kingdom Hearts ass heal sounds. Oh, she's a composer. Okay, that's why that name sounded familiar. I don't know why I didn't know that. Oh, nope. Nothing in slot 2. And this game, yeah, clearly. Speaking of Kingdom Hearts, I don't think you were either Mana or Banshee were here for this, but another game that has recently been added to my to play on stream list very soon is this little guy I picked up for like 15 bucks. With this little Sora-ass prototype on it. I'm not sure if you are familiar with the Bouncer. Oh, you are familiar with the Bouncer. Excellent, excellent. The moment I saw that Tetsuya Nomura was the character designer, I'm like, of fucking course he is. Like, look at all these motherfuckers. How the hell did you get in on the other side? The gate's completely locked. I wonder, is it this switch? Crazy. There she is. Well, thank God I saved. It's like the artist for Chrono Trigger. Shit. Akira Toriyama. Yeah, I was wanting to say Yamaoka for a second. That's Toriyama, right? Yeah. Hey, what's up? Hold it right there! My body's getting hot again. Oh, it absolutely is. It's like, this is like, Sora if he actually had to grow up instead of being like the exact same age throughout decades of games.
Kujik 6, ready to take me on just by herself. Well, even if you did have more people with you, they'd just burn, right? Everyone else but you. You are.
Tell me, Abe, why? This kid, I was so confused why the art for Chrono Trigger was exactly like DBZ. Never occurred to me that one person could do two things. Yeah. Dude, Chrono Trigger had like the dream team behind it, right? You had Akira Toriyama as the composer. Why am I blanking on the Final Fantasy composer? Nobuo Uematsu, I believe, was the composer for the soundtrack, and then there was somebody who was helming like the design of it, and like you just had all the best fucking people working on it. The absolute dream team. That was. Woo. This was my birthday present to myself like 3 years ago. I couldn't not have this game in my collection. I actually first played it on the DS, but I just had to get it on SNES. I really, it's one of my favorite games. I really like that game. It has stuff from Final Fantasy and Dragon Warrior on it. Dude, it like, the stars were all aligned on that game, man. Why me? Why am I the only Chrono Trigger is so I still maintain that if Chrono Trigger released as a brand new game today, it would still get a bunch of glaze. This game holds up so fucking well to like modern scrutiny. That's a bold thing to say for somebody who probably hasn't played it in a decade. But back when I played it for the first time, decades after it had released, it was still like just as good, if not better, than a lot of the games that were releasing in that age as well. It's so fucking good. If anybody hasn't played Chrono Trigger yet, I highly recommend it. You don't need to drop a bunch of money to play it on SNES. I don't know how much it is on DS these days, but it's also available on most modern systems. I think even on PC. Play that shit, man. If you are at all a fan of any kind of JRPG, play that shit. It holds up so well. Yeah, fortunately it's been ported to like basically every modern console under the sun, which I'm all for. I may not be a fan of remasters, but I am all for porting games to make them more easily accessible to people. Play that shit where you can get it. It's so good.
You'll find out eventually. Even if you don't understand, don't worry. Your mitochondria will.
That port they did of Silent Hill 2 was good, huh? No, it was not. And so sometimes ports can get shitty. This is true and fair. But if it's just an easy, I think the thing with the Silent Hill 2 port is that the people who were in charge of it, they didn't have, I think to my knowledge, the code base and all the assets for Silent Hill 2 were so poorly maintained that the people who were porting it didn't have access to the gold build. They were literally working off of an old code base that had a lot of like unresolved bugs and glitches and things, and they had to make it work. So that is unfortunate. But if you have like the gold version code base of it, and you can, I presume too much in terms of how easy porting can be sometimes, because there's a lot of headaches that go along with that. But if you can make that shit run on modern hardware, dog, I'm all for releasing that, you know? Even if you don't worry, the Silent Hill 3 one wasn't terrible. I remember the Silent Hill 3 one, because they were bundled together, right? Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 3 as the ports. The Silent Hill 3 one was especially contentious because they did re-record dialogue for some reason for the ports of Silent Hill 2 and 3. And due to fan backlash, they added the option in the Silent Hill 2 port to toggle between the old and the new voices, but that was not an option for Silent Hill 3. So I remember that being a contentious part of those ports as well.
They've always known. I'm going to give you some time to think, and some time to evolve. And the day shall arrive when you will awaken.
Oh, okay. So she can just terminate her through bars then. Of course you gotta have an alligator in the sewer. Man, these creature designs fucking rip, man. Yeah. Every time these creatures are featured in a cutscene, they go fucking hard. That shit's awesome. There are 2 targets. Are there? Which 2? Ooh. Well, surely we should try and get rid of the tail first. I love how they just had to specify that because it wasn't... Oh, fuck. Okay. Taser Gator. It's a cool design, but I think the name that you just gave it, Rook, is even cooler. Miss! Oh, shit, we can miss. Get away from me. Oh my
In her
fucking...
mouth.
Oh my god. Don't you be inner mouthing me. That is not the world we're living in right now. Oh, I love it when I get... Oh my god. I love it when I get Spanish ads because that just means I'm being successful in confusing Google into what my demographic is or what kind of user
Category
I am.
game.
Do not. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. Oh gee willikers. Oh, I should probably scan it, right?
Left leg, right nose.
Man, that's a Kingdom Hearts ass sound. Oh, and our PE also. God, that shit's hard to dodge. All right, let's scan this shit. Oh, Medusa, thank you. Thank you so much. I guess we'll scan its tail. That's neat. That's neat. Oh, it just has question marks. Great. Sensitive to heat. Well, that doesn't help me all that much. Can't tell the HP. Easy tranquilize. Okay. Sensitive to heat. Well, I don't have anything that produces heat. But this is definitely where we need to be shooting right now because he is an armored motherfucker. No, no, no. Holy shit. Look at him go. Bop, bop, bop. Oh, these aren't doing as much damage anymore. Yeah, it's still the preferred place to go, though. Oh, shit. I don't know if I'll ever be able to dodge that. All right, we need to heal. Adios, Cylindril. Happy lurking. Happy to see you around. Hopefully we'll see you again. All right, let's hit that tail. Oh, you dick. You had to move just like that, huh? Bam. Oh, I got your number on the wall, sir. Oh, is he gone? I think he's gone. Love you, miss you, mean it. Say it back. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Wait, is this just like phase 2? What's going on? Oh, just the one target now. Okay. Oh! Oh, he ain't fucking around anymore. Oh, yeah, he's definitely weak now. Damn, up close bullets are where it's at. Holy shit. Hey, stop it. And pow. Ha ha! Level up. Active time. Oh, I see. Interesting. Parasite powers have evolved. Slow. Slows enemy 18. Now that's interesting. Okay. I'll take a Kevlar vest. Sick. Didn't even matter none. Our PE skills seem pretty OP right now. Like they regenerate pretty quick. When will I awaken? Just tell me what you want, Eve. Is our boyfriend dead? We're live in front of the Carnegie Hall, where it's become a scene of complete chaos. Miss, you are the sole survivor of this horrible ordeal, correct? Until now, this combustion theory has been acknowledged only by occult enthusiasts. Oh, the regeneration slows them or use them in battle. Okay, because it was regenerating pretty fucking fast to the point where like it was back to full before my action meter was even full again. Please, just leave me alone. This incident happened to take place on Christmas Eve, of all nights. I would like to represent the citizens of the city and interview you exclusively. Holy shit! Are you crazy? Jim, did you get this on tape? Scram, buddy. Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Sorry I'm late, Kujixix. I'm gonna regret picking that voice because this guy seems main character-y. Kujixix, you okay? That was really something that happened back there. Punching the media before Mass Effect. Good. Absolutely. Mass Effect probably got its inspiration from that scene. Yes, but my dad. Heard from a cop that your boyfriend ran out of there like a wuss. Sorry, your date didn't go well. It's not like that. I had him escort me because he kept pestering me for a date. Yeah, but of all places, the opera? There's a story. So why the opera, huh? Is that the in thing right now? Saw the ad in the paper. I don't know. Just caught my eye. Don't tell me you were onto this case. So you finally got some cop instinct in you, huh? Shut the fuck up. Instinct? Daniel, shouldn't you be with your son? It's Christmas Eve. I'd better mind. Yeah. He knows his dad's a cop. My boy understands. Anyway, to change the subject, I heard things from people who were there. But this is one hell of an incident, huh? Mitochondria. Mitochondria? Symbiosis. Isn't symbiosis spelled with a Y? When I was in the hospital? Hey, Kajixix, you asleep? Nah, well. Don't blame you. After what you've been through tonight. Watch me hit this sick ramp. We're gonna hit a title drop here? It all started with this incident. 6 days that were to become a nightmare for all. People will eventually forget and go on with their lives. But I will never forget it. It was pure terror. But... Look, it's the Twin Tower! It was also 6 days filled with familiar memories. Oh dear. God, things can only go up from here for New York, right? Day 2. Fusion. Okay, so there's 6. Oh, perfect. Perfect, because this was the perfect time to call it, because I have to watch a movie before tomorrow. Excellent. Alrighty. That is a perfect stopping point for us. I need to get on out of here. So let's do that. Alrighty. We got a big ol' weekend of streaming going on. We are going to be discussing Nightcrawler, which is Jerry's suggestion for the week, and then we will be discussing it on Friday, which is tomorrow. And then Saturday, we continue with our House and Holmes double feature, where we're playing Trauma Team, and then switching over later in the night to L.A. Noire. We will continue to do that for a couple more weeks, and the plan is to finish both of those games by the end of the month, because starting April, we are going to be officially kicking off our Pokemon Platinum Randomizer Nuzlocke Challenge. Feel free to look at the pinned comments to submit any trainer dialogue that you would like us to use in the game. We are currently at over 90 unique trainer dialogues out of approximately 170-ish, so there's still plenty of space for you to get your dialogue in there. Did I say April? August. August is what I meant, the other A month. But that is going to be the plan for streams this weekend. Let's see who's live. Let's go to Tyranno Maximum, who is playing Peak with some friends. I don't recognize them, and their names aren't in the title, but I'm sure it'll be a fun time. Alrighty, let's get on over there. I typed Arid instead of Braid. That's fine. I just haven't eaten in like 8 hours. Okie dokes. This was awesome. I am very excited to go through the rest of this, and I will probably have to look at how I can potentially fix my PS1, because that was a bit of a struggle. Anyways, that is going to be it for tonight. Love you, miss you, mean it. Later, Cabbage Patch. Say hi to Tyranno